Good morning. This is Retired Bob's Day. I'm Bob. Hey, listen, I had a problem with my boat the other day. And let me show you what I've got here. This Yamaha HPDI wouldn't get on plane. All of a sudden one day it just decided it wasn't, well, it would get on plane, but it was very difficult. So I bought a program on the internet, and I'll show you which one. I just hook a laptop or a computer to it, and it'll tell you certain things. You know, what this one actually did, that one of the injectors was having a problem, and first thing I did, of course, was take the injectors out. I took one at a time out so I didn't mix anything up wire-wise, and made sure I put it right back in the same way. But the way I check these injectors, because it's got a self-test mode on this computer program, but it doesn't tell you if it's actually working or not. It'll click like it sounds like it's working, but this thing was plugged up. But anyway, what I did was I took some of this carb cleaner, and that's brake cleaner, but some cleaner, and I filled this tube up, which is made of 5/8 inch heater hose, about a foot of it, a couple of hose clamps, of course, and then a valve core for a car. I cut the end of it off so it would fit in here, and I filled this thing up, and I put this on the end of it nice and tight, and I've got a compressor, of course, so I used my compressor to pressurize it while I took the 9-volt battery, and hang on a second, and took these alligator clip leads and clipped them to those little leads there. But I made sure, just for my own mind's eye, that I had the negative and a positive together. And on the HPDI, the purple one is the ground, or the negative. So I made sure I kept them that way. I don't know whether it worked or was needed or not, but still try to keep it the way the boat actually runs. So when I had this in here and I had these hooked up and I had the pressure built up on the end of this nozzle with my compressor, at the same time I took and touched the positive lead, and this baby came out nice, and all 5 of them were perfect cones, a nice pressure, real clean looking, plus it cleaned it out, of course. But this one here said nope, it was plugged up, or the solenoid inside here wasn't working right or something. So I went to boats.net and ordered another one. That was the cheapest one I could find that was Yamaha related. You'll find some on the net that they don't say Yamaha on them. I don't know, I'd probably stay with Yamaha. Some parts I'll put on there that are aftermarket, but I'll stay with Yamaha mainly on something like that. It was $435, I think it was, plus shipping or tax or whatever. Took about 2 weeks, about 2 weeks to get it, but once I put that injector in and I cleared the code, because if you don't clear the code on the computer, it will stay in safe mode and it still won't work properly. So I cleared the code on the computer, on the motor, and took it out to the lake, and she fired right up and jumped on plane, and I was doing 65 miles an hour again. And I suggest you don't run that boat too long with a bad injector, because it'll score that piston eventually. So don't get, if that ever happens to you, use your trolling motor to get home. Anyway, that's what I did, and like I said, I'll do a video on that program I bought that worked really well for me. Now, real quick sidebar, Evinrude and Mercury I'm not sure of. I'm thinking I read somewhere or saw a video on Evinrude happened to be programmed by the computer, so you can't just put it in to that motor. You have to have professional help with that. Mercury I'm not sure of, so you have to check on your own. Have a blessed day.